Sax fire. Feel it. Feel the power of the saxophone. Yes. Yes, yes. It's me. It's CGB. How y'all doing today? Just having some fun in chat messing with our friend Captain Roy. Banning him for the typical cliches, which are change the music. It's one. And Wino Ashiok is two. The one I don't think Captain Roy was around for were these two cards, which are kind of outdated. One is Dawn of Hope. That would be number 3, Wino Dawn of Hope. And number 4, which is now rotated, Wino Reliquary Tower. Those are the most common Winos here on CGB. Make a quick adjustment to something. Let's see. I know. Let's see. What's the? I need dates. Like, dates are hard. They're different in the US from other places, and now I work for all these websites, and the formatting's different on each website for how they want their dates. Can I just do month/day/year like everywhere in the US all the time everywhere and make my life easy? No, I cannot. Anyway, new goal. So, yeah. Awesome playlist stream. You guys who have been around for a while know about my other playlist. You know that most of the time these days we use the Synth Retro Gaming playlist with a bunch of songs that won't get my stream muted so I can put my stream on YouTube. But I guesstimate the value of having the stream on YouTube at about $25 per stream. And if you guys are willing to come together and donate up $25, we'll use a different playlist. So that is your call, of course. But yeah, anyway. Date stuff. Apparently that's getting people. Redundant Obsession wants to know, do you also still play the MTG paper game? I haven't played paper in a very long time. I still have some cards around, but it's been pretty much infinite since I played paper, sealed, draft, standard. I used to play everything. I played Vintage before it was Vintage, when it was just Type 1. Back in the day, I played with Moxes, actual Moxes in my hands, Ancestral Recall, Library of Alexandria, and such. I played Extended. The first year Extended was a format. I came very close to winning a big Extended tournament. But yeah, I've played all kinds of Magic. The one that I played but didn't play much of is Commander. My group turned out much more competitive than I was willing to deal with, so I didn't play much of that. So anyway, that's what's up. I started a debate in chat over day, month, year kind of stuff. Oh god. What else? USA has a bad system anyway. I'm not defending it, but when you grow up with it, like, you can't really even, like, what am I supposed to do with my brain? My brain was built in a bad way. It's a bad system. I can't take it apart and put it back together. It's very resilient to such things. It's a very, very, very mean brain. All right. I want to try out this Yarok deck I've been working on. I'm going to export it, and we'll run it through an event to warm our stream up today. My deck's imports. But let me get the list ready for you. So we'll try this out. Maybe it'll be fun. Coverco Blue shop used them as reward for cash prize. They gave Black Lotus, it's a weird sentence, as reward for a tournament, and they would buy it back for a higher price. Okay, I think I get it. So you had one just long enough to sell it back and get a cash prize. You god of magic, you won a Black Lotus! Let's give it up for winning a Black Lotus. That's probably almost as good as winning one of every card in MTG Arena. Did anybody pull that off? Anybody out there win one of every card in MTG Arena over the weekend? I will tell you, I played 0 Magic this weekend. If you saw on Twitter or my Discord, you know what's up. But yeah. Nope. We got some O2s. I lost 2 games in a row for the event. Ooh. Didn't even remember about the event till it was too late. Oh, 10-2 from Captain God. What'd you play? That sounds like the best finish in the chat so far. What did you play? Was really close and you got 3 wins. Sarcasm. 4-2 for the Giga. Green Black Adventures. Was it like the Pedor canister list from the MPL, or was it Croaky's list? Just wondering where you got it, if you got it from anybody specific. Lost to Mono Green. All right, Croaky's is a god. That's cool. Lost to Mono Green. Someday, you guys, we're gonna Mono Green. That's all good though. Nice run, good effort. Hope you got a screenshot. All right, let's go ahead and enter into this. Sorry, I am catching up. Like I said, no Magic all weekend. No Magic all weekend. Weirdest weekend of my life. No doubt about it. But you guys know, usually Monday, Wednesday nights, I go off to roller derby practice. Well, we work hard all year, then we play a big tournament, and I've been going to this tournament with teams for 7 years. For 7 years. And we have never finished first place. But this year, we won. So I had a pretty good weekend myself. We went undefeated, and we the champions of Division 1 here in my state of Michigan. So, that's pretty hype. I know it's probably just a me thing, but it's pretty hype. Looks like I get to lose. We didn't draw land. We have 29 land. I just figured I'd draw the right land here. They have Wishes Yes Guy? You. I'll have to try it out, though. I mean, he is the world champion, right? He is the world champion. He's a better Magic player than me. But good for the 12 wins. Why did I keep? Because I got 29 land. I was going to draw the good stuff. Don't worry about a thing. Everything's fine. You guys, you're too afraid. You're too fearful. So my opponent's going to play the Spitfire. I'm going to find a green or a black to play this trophy, and then my opponent's hand is crap. So, yeah, there we go. See? See? Because I am amazing. That's why. That's why I kept. See how that works? And our opponent's just going to top deck lands the rest of the way. Not close. Easy game. Easy game. Now we're still in a ton of trouble. Don't let me fool you with my what would you call it? What would you call it? Confidence. Do something else. Okay then, buddy. Wow, so his last 2 draws were like great, hasty, awesome cards. That's a problem. We'll have to draw an untapped land for the Arc and another untapped land for the Finality. We are a 29 land deck. It is possible, but our life total is going to be so low that I don't even know if it's going to matter. We might be dead to triggers. But we went second against red. You never win that anyway, unless your deck is perfect. Going second versus red is just losing. It doesn't matter what you keep. That's the best of one life. It's okay. It's okay. We got it out of the way. Every time you do these 7-game events, you're going to be on the draw against red at least once. Get it out of the way. All right, let's go. Wow, PJ Man. So PJ Man, I am being sarcastic. It is something I do not as often on YouTube, but really often on stream. I am really sarcastic. So, what I'm going to respond to you with is, you are a freaking god. Let's see if we can find a black land so I can Thought Erasure on too. You are a freaking god winning on the draw. I'll just bow. Look at this. Look at this maniac. Look at this maniac. Oh god. Our opponent just one-upped us. They OUAT'd us before we could OUAT them. They outed us before we could out them. That sounds like classic middle school drama right there. All right. Well, I said I needed a black source, and there is one. I guess it's greedy to take anything else. Our opponent reveals Wicked Wolf, so they're Simic, so they're kind of slow. So we'll grab this. Passage. Nope. YouTube, CGB, Twitch, well said, Battlecry, well said. That's, for some reason, exactly how it is. I'm a nice guy when I'm on stage, like, to the public. When I'm with my friends, yeah, I'm a bit snarky, and I try to be funny. And that's what Twitch feels like. I'm kind of like at a friend's hangout, as opposed to being in front of a crowd of people giving a speech, which is what I would say the other feels like, which is what YouTube feels like. I mean, the only thing I'm afraid of here is the wolf, right? And it's not even that bad. Should I just take the Prowler? Yeah, I feel like I'm just taking Prowler here. That's pretty good. I mean, it's slow, but sweeping this board will be nice. Yeah, you want to save your one... Well, like PJ Man says, you want to save your Once Upon a Time until you can make a more educated choice with it. So, taking your draw first is always a pretty nice idea. Depending on the composition of your deck, you might even want to wait till you're right about to cast your first spell from your hand. Also, depending on your hand. There's just a lot of other things with Once Upon a Time. But playing it on your opponent's turn is... If you go second, like if you just do it before they do anything, that is strictly wrong strategically and strictly a flex gameplay wise. You are just being like, oh yeah, I don't care. Look what I can do. You can't do it. I can do it. Look at me. That's what that is. So you better have a good reason to flex. Some people flex because they can, you know? They hit the gym, they earned it. They got a great bod. They'll sit there flexing, feeling great about it. You do you. I won't tell you otherwise. All right. Hey, Mr. CGB. I made a dream where I showed you a deck. Don't know why it was you. Probably because because everybody tries to show me decks. I don't know. It's a thing. I remember it was an Is It control build with a 1,000-Year Storm. Yeah, what'd I think of it? What did I think of your 1,000-Year Storm deck? Hit me. I need to know. What did I say? Did I say, let me guess, I said it's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're going to talk about your 1,000-Year Storm control deck? Everyone dreams about Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I get all the deck picks sent to me, you have no idea. You probably was asked before, but how would you think of Field of the Dead meta? How you think of Field of the Dead meta? Do you believe a ban is needed? No. Not unless people actually hate it. I don't know if that many people whining about it. I mean, we can take a poll in chat. Who hates who hates Field of the Dead meta? If it is indeed meta. If like Field of the Dead takes over the meta, who hates that? Who thinks that's the worst thing that could happen? So we can't block here because Wicked Wolf will come down and eat the Yarok, so we have to let all this go, which is kind of meh. But then we blow up their whole board, so it's fine. Yeah, you're attacking with the pup? That's 3 free life. Come on, puppy. Let's dance. Alright. Alright. See, I'm not seeing a lot of strong reactions on the Field of the Dead meta. It will always trigger some people. Some people always hate what's going on no matter what. Oh, juicy. Some people will never be satisfied because the cards are, honestly, you guys, the cards are designed to trigger different people. in different ways. They are actually designed to trigger you. Do you get that? So yeah, sometimes a card is going to annoy you, and when it's good in the format, it's really going to annoy you. And so people will always complain about something. Anyway, bye-bye, wolves. Get out of here. But CGB, I don't want to be triggered. You know what you can do if you don't want to be triggered? You can just turn off all your social media. You can turn off this computer, and you can sit in your house. Locke, I'm gonna tell you something your father should have told you. Life is being triggered. I wake up every morning, and I get triggered. I get so triggered just getting out of bed every day, man. And yet we battle on. We fight the fight. Do we not? Now this has to fight. Oh, it says up to. Let's see if they sack the food anyway. They did. Weird. That's weird. I get life for that. That's weird. Oscar. Oh, did my acting trigger you? See, something else Daddy should have taught you. There's good triggers, and there's bad triggers. Some of us spend our whole day and night figuring out what triggers we like, what triggers we hate, going from there. Some of us just don't understand. We don't understand the triggers. Anyway, we need to make what colors? Red and white. Scry me a river. Scry me a river. Scry me a river. Did that trigger anybody? Would you like to express your triggered nature? Do you think that by telling me that you were triggered, it will change the world? Adapt it to your own will? It's all right. Life lessons with CGB. We can do this. This can be a series. I don't like getting Fatal Passage. I want to have the black mana and the red mana so that I can now activate the rainbow ability of Golos if it lives. I'm not trying to get the most triggers. I'm trying to be able to activate Golos and turn my future Golai, which is not plural for Golos, but I'm using it. Turn future Golais, even if this dies, into card advantage engines. I'm going to win with card advantage engines. I'm not actually sure if that making a bunch of zombies will be good enough. Our opponent's threatening to play another fight card or a Night Pack Ambusher, so a zombie can take one for the team. Oh, I want the trigger. Hold on. Hold on to your things that you hold. Hold on to your butts. Give me some hold on to the butts emotes. We're going to trigger. You do not have to worry about that. A trigger will occur. All right, let's go. Hoi! Like I said, triggers. Yoink. Yoink. Do you think our opponent is knowing the joy of triggering? I think they know. I think they know. I think they learned the beauty of triggers. Somebody clipped that. Oh, man. Yep. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom, friends. And trust me, I have a YouTube channel that does not terribly, but not terribly at all. I have a YouTube channel that does good. It gets a lot of comments. I'm comfortable saying I get triggered pretty much every day at some point. Gotta carry on. Gotta carry on. Why do I have this land in here? This is the wrong scry land. It's not buddied with anything. It should be a blue scry land. This is the wrong scry land. I'm an idiot. Meow. I used to try to time my going in queue and play against Mogwai to annoy him, but I can't anymore. Oh, is the queue too full, or is Mogwai just onto your tactics? What's the most triggering comment you've ever received? I don't know. That's hard to remember. Today there was a comment on one of my articles saying that I'm obviously a scumbag for either wanting to cheat on my wife or cheating on my wife with MTG Nerd Girl based on some of the things that were in my videos going back a few months around the Mythic Invitational. And that triggered me a little bit because it's really hard for me to get into the mental space of somebody who thinks I can't have a friend who is a woman without wanting to cheat on my wife. I found that rather triggering because I am never... I guess it shouldn't be, because I shouldn't be shocked by the stupidity of people anymore. I should not be blown away by this anymore, but yeah, I guess those people exist. And like I said, that's on one of my articles for Tempo Storm, so it's pretty obnoxious to think that somebody would go to a site that's giving me an opportunity like that and try to tear me down in front of others. It's pretty ruthless. I'm sure it's somebody who's very jealous that I get to hang out with a lovely, talented human like Brittany, MTG Nerd Girl. And they're just probably mad about that, but it's still frustrating. All right. We gotta get to Zombie Town. They have a Bone Crusher Giant no matter what, so I can't mess up their curve and keep them from rolling on me. But I guess this is the play. Thanks for sharing. Well, I do just, you guys are my fam. You guys are my fan club. You guys are there for me. I'm trying to be there. I try to let you guys know what's up in my world. So I think we play the Golos so we can't be afraid of blocking with the Golos next turn, and then we play another Golos. And then the zombie train might get us back into it. No, Grot. Like, your comments have never triggered me. You actually provide value. See, I think that when people go on my YouTube and tell me, like, cards I should play, or lines I should take, or how things work, you know what I mean? I find that adding value to the channel. I really do. Like, I'm 100% into it. So if you want to add value to my channel by giving more content, basically, for people who want it, I am down. So do I grab a little gain land? Every life point could matter here. I don't need a specific color. I could be trying to set up Golos to activate, but I can do that with the next Golos. And I don't want a Field of the Dead because I need multiple Field of the Deads to trigger. So I'm gonna grab this here Dismal Backwater and gain one little life. I missed a pun. I often miss puns. All right, who's up next? Nice draw. It's a good draw, everybody. That's the top deck you like right there. That's where you want to live. That is definitely your best life. All right. I guess we'll go get second field. Burning Wish GG's me, huh? You want to GG me? You want to do this right now? I might surprise you. I know, they've got the Bone Crusher Giants. We needed them to miss the red mana there, because the Bone Crusher Giants are GG. Oh well. I still needed both of the zombies for the gain land. I couldn't go get a gain land there, because I needed the zombies to block, but they did draw. They drew as perfect as possible. Good for them. All right, back against the wall. I've gotten out of worse. You said about the playlist made me remember the MC at McDonald's next to my house had to stop playing music because of copyright. I don't know anything about that. I don't hang out at the Mickey D's very often. If I'm Mickey D's, it's a quick drive through and gone. I kind of want a grazer. We're on the draw again. Have we been on the draw every game? I think we have. Mulligan. Hey, it's our first sign of a Risen Reef. Jesus. I didn't think it would ever happen. I don't even know what McDonald's music is. What are you talking about, Captain? Hey, Haven, how you doing today? 80% of Magic players lose the toss. Of course they do. That's just statistics right there. We need a blue source and it might have to be tapped, so let's do this now. Do I take the castle? It can enter the battlefield tapped, but then Jungle Hollow has to enter tapped later. Let's grab the basic island. And we can do the hollow now. Because we want to cast a Once Upon a Time next turn. Oh, we're doing this thing. We'll see if it can impress for a change. It's been a long time since this card did something I thought was good. Okay, well, if it's good, it's gonna be real good. You got an opt? No opt. Come with me if you want to live. Ahem. Come with me if you want to live. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's make it happen. Fairy time. Come on, grab a friend. Oh, he didn't shock my reef. Could still happen, right? The slowest of rolls. No, not yet. Who is your daddy and what did he do? That won't make fairies. I don't know if the opponent knows how that works. You have to draw 2 cards on my turn, which is a lot harder than a Radical Idea. They probably would have been better off saving that, but I don't know their hand. Maybe they had a good reason to do it now. Roll on, baby. Make it happen. Where is the Neoform? Dude, stop clamoring for your own deck. I played your deck. Don't act like there's only one deck in the world. I play different decks every day. That's part of the appeal, right? I never play a deck twice. When's the last time you saw me play a deck multiple times on this channel? It just never happens. I don't have the luxury of getting good at a deck. I don't get to have that fun. All right. Lahoe. Cavalcade every day or riot. Wow. 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 All right. Yep. You've got fairies. You are fantastic over here. Just keep bringing it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is gonna go great. Just the one. Just to have a blocker for next turn and avoid some damage. The more you play decks, the worse you get at them? That sounds weird. Oh yeah, more things. More things, please. Oh. You can see where I got the fine finality love when you see how this deck plays. The way that these battlefields just seem to keep scrolling, seem to keep growing, is what I was going to say there. There is 2 blue open. Are you trapping me? I guess I have a Massacre Girl if you're not. I could shock just to play around a Quench. That seems silly. I don't think this deck is going to run that card. I just need to have a green source open in case I want Shock to have a Assassin's Trophy. which I'd only want that if this somehow got countered. Oi! Go, Yarrick, buddy. The meta is shaping up boring. You know how many people say that after 2 weeks of new standard? Everybody. Not everybody, but everybody who gets easily bored. Everybody says that because everything might be good, and then we start learning what's really good, and then people are like, oh, my mill deck isn't good. That's so sad. But it's not that bad. Like, this is kind of how Magic goes. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think once you kind of get yourself into the game, you realize it's not a big deal. It's fine. Everything's fine here. We're all doing fine today. What am I doing now? I don't really want to sweep this up again. If the opponent blocks with everything, I can blow out their block. So yeah, let's attack first. I got so used to hear Mog mispronounce Yarok into Jarok. Jarok. I got used to it. Sorry. I'm not... Mogwai and I aren't the same person. Don't tell anyone. Nobody on YouTube understands this, but it's true. Alright, what do we want? White, red. But I think I just need to get the fields going rather than worry about if Golos is going to work for a while. Boy, let's do it again. Seems nice. I'm just going to field smash you. I'll worry about double Golos triggers to set up activating a future Golos when I'm out of Golos to play. Alright, your turn. I've never seen this two of you in the same room together. You've never seen one of us in a room. Not really. It's all green screen. This window behind me, this bulbous blanket. I don't really exist. I was invented by a corporation. McDonald's, to be specific. I was invented by McDonald's to keep you occupied. I'm a Wizards of the Coast sponsored product. Oh, Lord. The bolus blanket is a lie. It has always been a lie. I have the personality of a rock, so it makes sense. Wow, Captain. Wow. That almost hurt. Except then I remembered. You're not real either. Captain Roy is a robot I created. A robot I created. It's true. You guys thought it was something else? Nope. Nope. Just a robot I created. Captain Roy doesn't exist. Everything he says is something I programmed him to say. When he says that's not true, I programmed him to say that too. Classic CGB. Just here to mess with you. It's the corporations, man. It's just iRobot 24/7 with me. Now what? I guess I've got the Yarrick backup, so I don't really care about many things. I've got the Golos backup. I don't care about that. I could just nuke the board. I kind of feel like attacking my opponent is a fun and dangerous line of play. It's a Roybot. Yep. Starting a fire in my heart. You take too long to make plays. Oh, okay, I've got a solution for you. There you go. Now you don't have to watch it. That was easy. That was really easy. I just did them a favor. They don't have to waste their time waiting for me to make plays anymore. I literally just did them the truest of solids. Isn't that right, everybody? The best of solids. You know, I didn't want them to just feel that way, so I solved it. I know. I should get more credit for things like that. Do you like zombies? And really, I know I take a while to make plays. I'm having too much fun hanging out with you guys. And on YouTube, I'm having too much fun explaining what I do. I know it takes a while. No, I mean, I know it takes a while. If any of you guys don't enjoy it, I get why it might frustrate you sometimes. I really do. I'm not trying to make you miserable. I do it because it's content. If I'm not explaining myself, I provide no value. If I'm not hanging out with you guys making jokes and being sarcastic and talking, then I may as well be playing Magic by myself. Now maybe that's what some people want to watch in their streamer, but it's not the kind of streamer I want to be, if that makes sense. It's not who I am. If you want to watch somebody I'm going to use Mogwai as an example. Mogwai just kind of zones in, plays his game, doesn't talk to chat much. People still love him. That's great. If you think Mogwai is like the only streamer, if that type of streamer is the only streamer you should watch, then you're not respecting that people are different. And guess what? People are different. This might be mind-blowing. Somebody should tattoo this on your forehead if this is news to you. But people actually are different. It is like, this is a thing in the world that you will probably have to figure out. Yeah, like he doesn't read chat and he doesn't talk to chat all that much, Mogwai, but it works for him and his audience loves him. So that's great. But this is my audience and I'm me, you know? I think a lot of people who are here would leave if I just stopped talking to chat and just played as fast as I could. Right? I think that's true. I mean, some of you might be able to back me on that. You can never make everybody happy, but you can try to serve your audience well. That's all I really try to do. You are a strong, independent CGB. I'm every woman. It's all in me. All right, let's go. Hey, LV with the tier 1 sub. 3 months on a 2-month streak. Thank you, my friend. Welcome back for another go. Much appreciated. All right, our opponent went to 5. That's kind of, Doesn't make for good magic. Doesn't make for good magic, but we'll see what happens. Oros, a guild, a gate. Watch me pass. Watch me take my draw. Now, none of these... I guess I can play a turn 1 Grazer, can't I? So I guess we will look for one. No. Miss. Do I want the field when I have a Golos, or do I want the Fae of Wishes? I feel like Fae of Wishes is a card from much later in the game. But I also feel like I'm going to hit my mana just fine, and staying alive is the name of the game, and I have my colors. So I'll take the Fae. We'll play this one, the next turn we can play the Swamp and the Thought Erasure. Hi, just chimed in. Have you played the 12 wins event? I passed on it. I didn't play any Magic over the weekend. I probably wouldn't have played in it even if I could have. I talked about it on my stream last week, but it's worth saying again. If I were to win in that event, every win I get would take away from somebody else who is trying to get to 7 wins or to 12 wins, trying to win one of every card in their collection. And I don't need it. Like, I don't need the cards. I already have put money into the game. I play a lot, so I have a ton of gold. I pretty much always have access to the cards I need, either by winnings or by putting money in to make content. And the content, thankfully, is given back to me so I can afford to do it. And every win I would get would take away from somebody who might be in a position less fortunate. So I wouldn't play in the event. I can see how it makes for good content. I can see how it's very exciting, you know, to see somebody like moving up in that event. but I don't think I'd do it. Okay, our opponent has Outlaw's Merriment. We have Yark, the Desecrated. Uncle Funky! 9 months in a row. Yeah, dude, we had a Twitch baby. Celebrating the birth of a Twitch baby here in chat. Uncle CGB, Uncle Funky CGB. We'll name the child. Nighthawk almost went 12-1, but lost his last match. Aw, dude, he would have been, like, he's somebody I would never want to kind of block from getting that win, because he is such a big fan of Magic. He's such a big, like, to me, he's like one of the heroes of the game, one of my favorite content producers, right? And he just, I would like to see him win and get a full collection, and maybe it would get him back into streaming, you know? So, it's too bad he lost. I guess we kind of get to do this. Look at that. I mean, I never got to use it in this deck, but let's go for it, right? Field. Field. Did I mention field? I guess I was gonna play the Fey Wishes, but I guess I shouldn't because of the Lava Coil. All right, yeah. Nice Outlaw's Merriment. You think it can keep up? It's a lot of stuff. Ooh, Greed is good. That sounds terrible. My experience was disconnect, reconnect, 3 minutes of checking, 2 minutes of preparing assets, and 2 minutes of getting back. That doesn't sound very fun. Do you have a life gain card to wish for? Great question. Let's go find out what's in that wish board. I already forgot. Let's go look. I forgot I did that. I really forgot. I honest to God forgot all about this. Now I remember what my wish board is. Let's do it. Let's meme it. Let's meme it hard. Revenge of Ravens. 3 and a black enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that creature's controller loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. The plan is in the mirror or against Cavalcade or whatever, you just play a million of these. And in a like control matchup or any other matchup, you just keep getting Unmoored Ego and casting it till the opponent has nothing good left. It's special. I'm gonna be cheesy. I'm gonna be a bad CGB. Do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. This is not a way to make friends. Nothing about this is okay. Nothing that you're about to see here is okay. Don't slow roll your opponents. Don't play with your food. Don't not attack them for lethal when you have lethal. You know, all those things. But today, here's the way I see it, chat. Here's the way I see it. They could end the game anytime. They could end the game anytime they want to. All they have to do now is attack. All they have to do now is attack me. Oh yeah. We can't play the Fae of Wishes out here. It gets lava coiled. Oh, come on, attack. Do it. Come for the Revenge of the Ravens. Let's go. Having this on the field against a Golos deck that doesn't have or can't get a planar cleansing is so hilarious. You have no idea, team. You just have no idea. That's discard fodder. That's more discard fodder. That's probably discard fodder. That's triggers. The Revenge of the Ravens is dumb and limited. I can mill myself, Captain. I have a Jace in the sideboard. Do you remember? Did you see the other cards in the sideboard? There's a Jace in there. I can mill myself all I like. In fact, that's probably what I'll do. I know. Greatest sideboard ever. Meanwhile, I mean, I think it's fair to let the Outlaws have their party. Did they really hit the same one 3 times in a row? It looks like they did. It looks like they hit the exact same Outlaw Merriment 4 times in a row. Madness. Oh, attack me. Attack me. Mm-hmm. 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 I can win with it by attacking with zombies. I told you I'm a horrible person. Did you miss that part, Grolic? I told you, don't try this at home. Nothing about this is okay. Nothing about this is fine. I warned you. I warned you guys. This is only for the memers. Yeah, the black-white Ethereal Absolution's a pretty good one to do that with if you also want that. This is very BM. This isn't good. Nobody should do it, but it's too funny. Like, I never actually, when I built the sideboard, I never thought this would be possible. I just didn't think my world could have this in it, but it does. But yeah, we'll just get the Jace. And we'll finish it off. We'll get a few more triggers to be obnoxious. Oh yeah, you're right. I'd forgotten about the Moldify. I can end the nonsense now. I just when I saw the sideboard with the Fae, I got so like I was so humored. But yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Moldify sucks. I don't debate that. Wow. Gonna lay out the blocks like a champion. Our opponent's the real hero. Chaz Donian, may your future be better. Oh, what a sport. Oh my gosh, my heart. I love you. I don't want to kill you anymore. What a sport. Maybe they're a fan. Usually when somebody even plays out a game against me doing a dirtily combo of any kind, it's because they're a fan. If you could take back the 35 damage, you would. Yeah. Okay, so it looks bad, right? But I would totally take it back if I could. If they were on the attack with 30 creatures quest, they should have just, you know, fired into the crime. I need to take this out. I need to remember that. Black, blue, I can... This is pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. I guess I'll lead here. Love the content, keep it up. Aww. Give it up to Sinhala. How you doing? Thank you very much. The true hero is all of you. This opponent mulligan too. It's a gift from the gods. Well, we got like curb stomped in our first 2 games or whatever it was, so whatever. Oh, look at the rip. That can help me find a green source. I don't have a grazer, and even if I found one, I couldn't play it, so we don't want to play Once Upon a Time yet. Let's play this backwater, and then next turn we might be able to find a land to cast Thought Erasure. Gates. Oh, it's the... Oh, this could be good. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on the type of gate deck. If this is like a Golos deck, though, this could be a good match. I have a lot of spice for the mirror. Alright, I guess I'm taking you. Gets the mana I need. Do I want a Yarok? I guess I have a Reef. I'm sure I can find another land. I guess it's fine. It all depends what our opponent does for a few turns. It's actually kind of hard to figure out. I love playing MTG with a streamer in the background. Feels like playing with friends. That's how I feel too. I very rarely play when I'm not streaming or recording for content, but when I do, I usually have a streamer on in the background myself. Are you... Battlecry says the true meme would be to attack with just enough for exact Stevens. Are you suggesting, Battlecry, that I am not a true memer? Because I just don't know if we can still be friends if you say such a thing. I just don't know how that's gonna work out for us, you know, as a duo. Will I find another land? Yeah, I'll find another land. I have faith. The Raven's Revenge should be fun, yes. Sure should be. That we need. That we need. Did you draw another root? Nope. That castle's pretty annoying too. It means our opponent's never gonna run out of things to do. We can take their giant, but I think they want to hold it anyway, so I don't think we need to take it right now. I think we can just get the Reef on fire. Yes, please. Here we go. And we don't have to crack these now. We don't have to crack them until we actually need to use them. Our opponent gets their zombie time going. Would you like to Realm Cloak Giant while you're at it? No? Weird. Yarok? That'll get the Realm Cloak. We really don't want that. So I guess we're Thought Erasuring the Realm Cloak while we can. Our opponent's gonna get to Scry, which is really obnoxious. But I also need to hit my land this turn. If we don't make progress on lands, we're in trouble. So maybe I play Golos and let my opponent play the Realm Cloak. I regret not running for it. Ashiok. Nope, not even a little. I'm doing fine, but I bet you're being sarcastic anyway. And that's okay, I'm sarcastic. I better learn to read it. Alright. Hit our land. I do think it's hit your land. So what land do we fetch? I guess we fetch a field, right? Yeah. Or we could get the white. If we get the land that produces white, if we get the other temple, we get 2 scry, we get a scry, and we threaten to activate the Golos, which basically forces the giant. But I don't think that's what I want. I don't want to force the giant. I kind of want my opponent to gamble. I want my opponent to see that I can't activate Golos and think everything's fine, and then I Agent of Treachery. Let's see, blue, blue, 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough to get Garen Brig and use it to play the agent. So yeah, we'll get a field of our own. It's kind of like a league of our own, but it's just the baseball field. That's how it works. Yep, there's the play. Had a feeling. It's okay, though. This is fine. This is just a fine. Now let's go get our white source. We get zombie, we get scry. More reef. Can't complain. Can't complain. Ah, hey Al, how you been? So janky. So janky. No! It's gonna be one of those games, huh? A little bit of mine, a little bit of yours. Not if I don't draw land, it won't be. What a top deck, by the way. What a champion. What a god. All right, let's see what we can do. Can't hit land. How unfortunate. Well, I will try to find some. Glad I did that. No attacks. I got out janked, good guys. I don't belong here anymore. It's fine. This is fine. All we need is to take our field back. Or pull another one out of our butt. This is fine. Get ready for Yark Reef shenanigans. Steal an agent to assert dominance? Raffle. My castle versus your castle. Extra trigger. I should have Yarked first. Yeah, you're right, but whatever. Your go. Please stop drawing cards that work. It's very frustrating. Thanks, BJ, man. And you're playing some arena too, I'm guessing. Yeah, trophy's good. Which one's mine? I'm the owner of this one. So I want to steal my opponent's. Look at that. Look at this guy. Look at this champion. Look at this lord of the MTG. Let's try this. Does the Crassus want to eat one of these? Not many people play Finality in this list. If the opponent does block with the Crassus, 2 damage goes on it, and then Finality kills it. Why not just agent him? Because I need to run him out of fun things to do. If he gets too far ahead on board, the agenting won't matter. All that him having a field right now does is generates more zombies. More zombies I can deal with for a while. All right, he's protecting the Crassus. That's fine. So in that case, we can either agent the Crassus, and then our opponent blows something up. I think what I like best here, I feel like I should Thought Erasure the hand before the opponent plays one of their strong cards, like if they pulled another Crassus or something. I think I can do it like this, though. I can Golos, leave that. If I leave up a black source, then I can cast Thought Erasure no matter what. So let's do this. Okay, we found another black, that's fine. Get to play this. Make our zombos. Get to play this. Find... Tough call. I guess more reef. That's the value we're looking for. And I get to do this. Okay, he didn't draw anything good. Lucky me. That's a good top. But just think about it. Like, if there was another Hydroid Crassus in that hand, we would need to hit that Crassus. Has he seen Find already? Nope. Hadn't seen that. He ain't seen that, but he played around it. I don't know anybody else who runs it, but he played around it. All right. So I think that what we're doing here is another Risen Reef and an Agent of Treachery. I think that's our play of the day. It has come to this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I need the blue, and yeah, that'll do. I need mana up that I can still play the Reef with. Auto Tapper's so dead right now. And these are the ones that you own. I want to blow up the one I own. I want to steal the ones you own so that I can draw cards with my agent sooner. My agent do things more than your agent. Hey, Fob Fate. Not sure. But you can always correct me on your pronunciation or what I should call you if you like, and I'll do my best to remember. Hello! Thanks for coming to the show. Oh, I had an extra mana? Oh, the opponent didn't tap one of their fields. That's the only reason I have the mana. I shouldn't have that. You can always tap your field for mana in response to it getting stolen. Aw, the opponent doesn't want to play with me anymore. I didn't get to do all the greedy possible things. I took too long. Go figure. All right, gonna restart the client. We got to 4 wins. We got our money back. We got back the dimes we put in, my friends. It's an accomplishment, all on its own. I wouldn't frame it on the wall or post it on my refrigerator, but some people might. Accomplishments are relative. I've been playing this ridiculous game for such a long time. But if you've never done it before, you should definitely be proud of getting to 4 wins in a standard event. Or if you do it with some ridiculous deck. Oh, always more Midnight hype. Midnight, best band on the show. Best band that doesn't get my streams muted. Waking up out of bed is definitely S-rank accomplishment. Dude, you have no idea how hard it was for me to get up this morning. I am so tired from this weekend. Like, I am hard crashed. This hard drive has failed. I partly crafted the black aggro deck like you recommended. I had decent success with it, and am now gold! Yes! Keep bringing me the updates, Giga. Let's go ahead and get a scry. I don't know if that's good, but I don't think I ever want to give my opponent another land early in the game. Man, my draws are like proving how bad I am at this game. Like this card has messed me up so many times in this event. I should be embarrassed. Oh well. Let's do this. Oh. Play Grazer, then Assassin Trophy the Grazer for extra land. That's a brilliant play, dude. Wow. I'm sure me and everybody else on Earth would have never thought of that. Ever. Ever. It's just so smart. It's just too galaxy brain. None of us would have ever figured that one out. Oh, man. Assassin's Trophy says it can only target a permanent that your opponent controls. Destroy target permanent and opponent controls. It's the first line of text. Love you still. Gotta have fun with it. Gotta have fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously, friends. That's how you make enemies out of basically yourself. Ah, Krenko. Our opponent just gets that back. It's kind of a joke. But neat little red-black deck. They're going to make a million little creatures. They're going to absolutely destroy me. PJ Man can't read. That's sad, bro. It's really sad. I just, you know, I feel so much for you. If only you weren't trolling me. Hello CGB, I'm new to the game and I saw your whole free-to-play series. Thank you so much. I plan to do more. So now that roller derby season is done, I plan to get a lot more into my free-to-play series. So look for more of that to come and I think you'll like it. This land has bit me so hard. I can't cast Yarok. Are you kidding me? In my Sultai deck? Are you kidding me right now? Because this produces green and blue, not both. CGB, bad deck builder. Proven fact. Proven fact. All right, our opponent kind of did their thing. They made a bunch of goblins. Will they be able to keep doing it? Stay tuned. I mean, they can keep attacking with Krenko. I can't kill Krenko. Oh, I'm the dirt worst. Make no mistake. Seeing if we can pull this off somehow. Is it just me, or if you play constructed, standard, unranked? Yeah, why would... No, that's not just you, but I mean, really think about it. Why would they play it out? Can you give me a good reason why they would play out a game where they're behind, having or feeling inconvenienced? Like, what keeps them at the table? There's another game that is 2 clicks away that they could be winning or doing what their deck wants to do in. So why would they play it out? It is a waste of time. If you want to practice, and this is something I learned very early on in Magic, if you want to practice, the only good way to practice Magic is with somebody else with similar goals to you. You need to actually know who you're playing with to really practice Magic. Because honestly, like, win rates on ladder in ranked or unranked or in events don't mean much. Because you really don't know if you're playing with or against people with similar goals. Yeah. Like, if you're serious about your Magic practice, if you really want to learn things about it, this is what you need. I'm serious. Some people won't like that much, but it's true. All right. Last of Thorns, 1 black, target creature +2/+1, and Death Touch. Funky. It's a weird play. It's a weird way to play the Magic, but I see it will work here. These have Death Touch and Trample. This has Death Touch. I guess we just have to block it so that we don't die. And then we block these. What's that? 9, but I gain 3? Okay. All right. Top deck finality like a G. Let's do this. Never mind. What a way to go. Killed by a satanic weasel who flung a Krenko at me. Considering that when we thought erased them, they had no playables in their hand. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah, it was, I mean, it's something. Good for them. Good for them. I think there's been plenty of variety. We only played one mono red deck. That's like a step up from every season on Arena so far, since the launch of the game. Since the beta came out of closed NDA-ness. What's wrong with this thing? Well, the mana is terrible. One thing I'm curious about is should we even play Golos? It's just another 5-drop that takes forever to get to. I'm gonna think about the deck for a second, so I probably can't keep up on chat as much while I'm trying to figure it out. So I think that the circuitous route missing is kind of a pretty big problem. Having a few gates to fetch would change a lot of things, plus we'd have like a Plaza of Harmony that could gain a ton of life. Maybe even a Gateway Plaza is okay. If we're gonna do that, we need to cut back on some of these, I guess. Because we can't have too many lands enter the battlefield tapped. But I don't want to cut back on untapped lands. I don't think this castle's gonna do anything for me. This one might. I could empty my hand. But I don't find it that likely. And it definitely doesn't help me too much in the early game, which is when the deck needs the most help. So we pull out Golos and add Circuitous Route, and we're going a lot harder on the Yarick strategy. But we still have the Fey Wishes for the dumbest sideboard in the history of mankind. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how this would play.
I don't even care where we go. Just far away from here.
It's really tempting to just go harder on the Fine Finality stuff because I love it. We also have Elementals, so we could play Leafkin, but I cut it because I was blowing up the board too much. It does play okay with Fine Finality, though. The card we could pull is Once Upon a Time. Maybe that makes sense. Could also pull the Grazer, but I don't think you want to pull Grazer. I think it's a really important card. I'll try this. Maybe I don't need Massacre Girl since I'm already running Fine Finality. I just want more Agents. Agents probably better in the meta right now anyway. Yeah, I think something like that. It's what I can try next. But we'll change up the deck. Hold on, let me read this. I remember when I started serious play was Lorwyn block, 5-color control, red was a thing. You always have red. It comes and goes. It wasn't good in Ixalan block in closed beta. I can think of a few times when it was bad. Lucius Decimus. Hey CDB, which of your Mance decks is better? Go with the, you should go with the Esper build. Doom Foretold is a great card. If you don't have the rares, if you don't have the Doom Foretold rare wild cards, the blue-white one's fine. It's fun. I like Thought Erasure though, Battlecry in a slow format, and that's what it's pretty much been. We could certainly be running Hydroid Krasis in there, but I don't know. Don't want me around is singing. People singing the song. I like that. Could I show us None Shall Pass? Oh, the Black Knight always triumphs. Yeah, sure. So this is Mono Black Knights. This is basically a tribal Knights deck out of Mono Black, running a whole bunch of Knights. That's all it is. We can run it in an event. I've run it a few times. It's okay. I wouldn't describe it as great. I want to try it with Icon of Ancestry, but I'm not sure that's even good. Let's see, if I made some edits for Icon, what would they be? Like, we could trim a Reaper. Like, we have a ton of knights already. I actually think this might be the worst card. I've been having a really hard time getting this card to be useful. So I think trimming that back is just fine. And we can try it like this. Messes up the curve a little, but we already have a lot of 2-drops. But yeah, we can try some mono black knights. Does that sound fun? The song. What's the song, chat? Some of you know it. We got a request of what the song is. We've got a what the song comment. Sandstorm? What's Sandstorm? How's it go? Like, can you put some of the lyrics? What are some of the lyrics to the song you're discussing? Can you describe it? Anyway, I do have the song here. I can share it with you. Chat's being a troll. There, that's the song. Well, it was nice being with you. You're going to bed. Later, dude. Always nice to see you, PJ Man. Do you have a recommendation for a solid competitive deck I should craft first? I mean, too vague of a question, Lord. I'm trying to remember what I know about you. I don't remember what decks you play. I mean, if you usually play aggro decks, then like the white one I posted on Twitter or the red one are good, but you probably like, you know, I don't know what you're into. I mean, it's not enough to be competitive. You have to enjoy the game. Otherwise, you're just going to come back and hate me for recommending something you don't like playing anyway, and you wasted your money, and then you're going to play a different game anyhow. Don't want me around. I credit ItCGB playing Days of Thunder by the Midnight on stream for me discovering synthwave genre hype. Thank you. Indeed. Dude, that's a lot of bits. Thank you, my friend. Can we get some hype for Don't Want Me Around in the cheer? That is a nice bit cheer. Much appreciated. Sexless Innkeeper deck. Yeah, that's a good example. Those decks are cheap. They can be fun, but it depends what you like. I gotta know what the Krager likes. The Krager has to describe the Krager's playstyle to the CGB. And then we'll all talk in third person. I liked Elementals. What's wrong with Elemental? Well, you can... I mean, Elementals are... They're not super competitive. I bet you could Mythic with them, though. With a lot of practice. I bet you could take those to Mythic. I bet you could win plenty of events. We went second against Gilded Goose. GG, indeed. But yeah, you can still do a lot with Elementals. So, if you're just... Like, Elemental strikes me as you, like, really want to try out the mechanics of the new set. You strike me as a bit of an explorer mage. And if you're that type of mage, I think the best thing to get into would be food. I think building a food deck is what you should craft. Because food is probably the most, like, Throne of Eldraine-centric mechanic that there's going to be. And if you craft cards like Oko and Gilded Goose, those are going to go in a ton of decks for a lot of years, so they're a good quote-unquote investment, although nothing about it is an investment, just to be clear. So yeah. I would craft food. I think food's better than adventure, but adventure's okay. I also think Jund Adventures is bad and Golgari and Selesnya Adventures are good, but that's my opinion. Come on, come on. Come on, don't you know how to eat your food? Yep, that's game. Our opponent, as you can see, drew perfectly. We have no chance in hell. We're like Vince McMahon over here. I guess I can Murderous Ride. Do I murder? I better get rid of the wolf. I better do it before my opponent can make more food. Because if I let them untap, they can make food at instant speed. But yep. Goose into wolf. Good game, everyone. I hope we all had fun here today. Channel CGB. Too much temple loss. I haven't seen the end of SmackDown. I just heard about it. I don't know who that is. I don't watch UFC, but I suppose that's what they're trying to do. Turn WWE into UFC light. I personally don't like that. Not a fan. I like my WWE to be WWE. I like it cheesy. I like it silly. I like it over the top. That's what I enjoy about it. I don't like it all serious. I don't like them trying to convince me that, you know, Brock Lesnar is actually going to hurt someone. Play some stuff. Kona has a free kill with the Vraska. I mean, they just crushed me here. You see this, like, green-black, now it's Simic, they drew a blue source, like, they didn't even need it. They're just crushing me because they went first. It was so stupid. Are you, I mean, I guess if you're an idiot, I could still win. Yeah, you didn't like make food and sacrifice it to draw a card. Maybe you're just not, maybe you don't know what you're doing. Alright. Well, I don't know. I guess I put out the Midnight Reaper. I get to swing with a lifelinker. I think blocking with a goose is horrible. It's like a food source on its own, and right now food is cards, either with Vraska or the Hunter. But our opponent's gonna do it. Can't tell these folks nothing. Alright, I'll put this out. The opponent will at least have to kill it with the Vraska, meaning they have to down tick. Unless they have another way to do it. But it can trade with the Hunter, get the Hunter off the board. Cavalier Knight could still stabilize if we draw land. We need 2 in a row, or 2 out of the next 3. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What a joke. What a joke of a game that turned out to be. On to the next one. Jesus. I'm here for a bit. Oh, the pun, I love it. Jay, thank you so much. Thank you for the cheer. I warned you the deck wasn't that good, right? Hey, we're on the play. Oh my god. Let's see if we can do something with it. This hand is not exactly what I dreamed of being on the play with, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Honk. Gilded Goose turn 1. 2 games in a row. Let's see how that works out for us. Anytime now, Goosey boy. It's really hard to use the goose, so I can't even give people a hard time for how long the turns take. You have to like click the goose, click the color, click click the food, click the thing in your hand again. It's so clunk. Growth Spiral. Somebody is torn between food ramp and actual ramp. Is this 4 colors? WTF, homies. What is happening to us now? Let's get this online. Yeah. Oh, the fox is scared. Who's a scaredy fox? Just a reminder, I had a long weekend, didn't get much sleep. Had to wake up and do a lot of work today just to get caught up. Still here streaming for you because I love you. But yeah, I am tired. So if I wind down and start crashing, you know why. I'm definitely logging off at my usual time at 6 o'clock because I'm just too exhausted for otherwise. Wow.
Revel with your king, wild and sovereign, and join.
Wow. You're going down, clown. What else? I guess nothing else. I don't have the mana for anything else. Maybe the opponent will block and try to defend Oko, though. Is it possible that's what I want? That I don't want to Murderous Rider? I guess it's possible. Let's see what happens. The opponent might block, and that would be good. Nope.
You fear your truth.
Alright. I'm gonna try not murdering it. Weird, I know. Let's get a flyer with 3 power out here to try to pressure this. A Wayland pack of corgis. It's a 5-color deck and opponent has all their colors. Yep, they assembled Tron. What a champion. Yeah, there's something I'm gonna have to kill. Guess we lose, guys. This was not a close game. Not a close game at all. Look at that collection. You know, can I still win? Is this free to play? No. One of the big problems here is the life game. And take the rider. Yeah. Get him. Base, I guess. The problem is Oko can still make food, but maybe the opponent will do something stupid. It's possible. Stupid is as stupid does. Forrest Gump taught me this. But they can basically gain a bunch of life every turn from food now, because they have open mana and they still get to make plays with fires. Is artifact and enchantment removal always sideboarded? No, not always. It's all format dependent. Anytime you say always, okay, I'll give you this. Anytime in Magic or Life, when you say always, you're probably wrong. See how I said probably? Let's go. I could have not attacked with this to force the opponent to crack food, but they're going to do it anyway. So I may as well get that off the table and draw an extra card and try to find what I need. Which is, I guess, more Swordmasters and Orders of the Midnight to hit the drains. Fun. Bounce one of these. Oh, you bounced the wrong one. Is artifact and enchantment removal probably sideboarded in competitive? Depends if there are artifacts or enchantments to remove in the specific format that you're talking about. I mean, what artifacts and enchantments do we care about removing right now? The problem with removing fires with artifact and enchantment hate is that it's just a terrible thing to remove. It already gained value because the opponent played something else that turn. And if they're doing if they're playing their deck right, if things are going even remotely well for them, then they already got value off it. So you're behind. You're already behind. So removing it's just a terrible idea. Like planning to blow up the fires and that's how you're going to win the game is a failing way to play the game. Far better off having a card like Negate or Despark that can target fires when that does make sense, or keep the fires from ever happening. Far better to do it with a different card set. Removing Oven can be valuable. I think that's wrong too. I think that that's the wrong way to fight an Oven deck. Because what's Oven? It's a 1 mana artifact that forces the opponent to put other resources into the Oven to get anything out of it. Fight the other resources, don't fight the Oven. You're behind on tempo because there's no artifact kill that only costs 1 mana that is even remotely close to good, except for maybe that red one that becomes a 2/1, and even that's really medium. Nope. Okay, this is a good lesson for all of you. Get past the idea that the only way to fight a strategy is to kill it. Like, get past the idea that the only way to beat a card like Fires of Invention is to blow it up, or to beat an Oven is to blow it up. In Magic, that's not how it works anymore. It's all about, like, how you progress your own game plan. It's like a very old school mentality of just use Counterspell on everything they play, and Swords to Plowshares removing everything they have. It's just really hard to do, and the game's design is actively campaigning against it, so trying to do it is ridiculous. Let's play the Swordmaster, because Order of the Midnights can get things back later, so a little bit more fun. MTG Yoda. What closest to the lowest interaction brain dead deck plays itself deck that isn't red? I made a video with a white deck today and I put the list on Twitter. You could play that. Mono white. Mono white. Knight's Charge on 3. Our opponent's playing a black-white Knights build. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing what I put on Twitter, I usually tweet once a day and it's usually a deck list. It's just a deck list I'm into, and it's probably, not 100%, but probably the deck I'm going to play on YouTube very soon. I'm trying to think if I want to attack with the Reaper. Like, getting Knight cards dead is probably priority. The longer they're on the board, the tougher things are. Like, I guess if my opponent doesn't block here, I play the Foulmere Knight after cycling it. That's not bad. Having the Reaper on the battlefield is probably more valuable. How does the Vault work? The Vault sits in the middle of nowhere. It is hidden. You have no idea what it's doing until it's full. Once it's full, you can open it and you get 3 wild cards. I believe it's 3 uncommons, 2 rares, and 1 mythic. The reason the Vault fills is when you get your 5th or more copy of a card that's already in your collection, so that you get something out of it when you open the, quote, 5th copy of a card, rather than getting nothing, since you can only use 4 of every card at a time in any format. Well, in any format that takes 4 of something. Obviously, I'm not talking about Singleton. Hope that sums it up. Basically, it's wild cards that you get because you opened a bunch of useless crap for long enough. I think that's a good sum up. You get 6 wild cards as kind of a we're sorry when you open useless crap for long enough. I'm looking to net deck something nice to hit Mythic with this season. I don't know what your playstyle is or what you enjoy playing Magic with. If I knew a little more about you, I might be able to help. But without that, just giving you a random out-of-the-blue suggestion is no good for you. Let's see if we can get some life. But you're welcome to tell me a little more. Like, what did you play last season? That might help. Or what do you play in paper or in another format like Modern or Commander? That might help. Take down the flyer. Yep, and we are 6 cards to 1. It's going to be tough for the opponent to win this. Claim Contender. That will find our opponent some more action. Could be good. And they find a Midnight Reaper. That's got to sit in the hand for at least one turn. That means Cavalier of the Night can start attacking. We'll want to get the Foulmere Knight out of the way. Death Touch is annoying. If the opponent blocks with both of these, it's pretty rough double block for us, though. You know what? I'm going to be really rude. Good tips in chat about game logs if you really, really want to check your vault progress. Some people are OCD and need to know where it's at. Which is totally, you know, I'm not knocking it. I get why. I get it. All right, we bring out the Oathsworn Knight, which is 4+1/+1 counters, attacks each combat if able. If damage would be dealt to the Oathsworn Knight, remove a counter and prevent the rest of the damage. The Black Knight from Monty Python is the flavor of the card. As you know, 4 counters, as in cutting off each arm and each leg if you saw the Monty Python movie. Pretty funny. I like all styles, mostly aggressive, since I don't like waiting 10H to finish a match. I played mono white and some Simic Flash. You might like the Simic ramp decks with Oko. They're really good. They're really good. Like Wicked Wolf, Oko, Gilded Goose, Nissa, Hydroid Crassus. Like, that shell is really freaking good. I think it's going to carry for most of the season. I hope that helps. This must attack. This wants to attack. Opponent with 2 block. So first we'll murder the Reaper. Because then they only get to draw 1 card from the exchange. Gain a whole bunch of life. Our opponent took 4. That means these knights are gonna grow. That's pretty hype. Let's do it. Pump, pump. Oh, we have got the sax music. The saxophone is here, friends. Speaking of which, I don't even have Deckmaster on. Right, Justice? How did you allow this to happen? Lucky Clover. Somebody's trying to double their adventures in the Black-White Knights deck. They must have a lot of knights going on adventures. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Oh, I should have played the last one last if I was playing another knight. I missed 1 point of Curry Favor power, but I don't think it matters. And that's the game. That sweet, sweet saxophone. I play a Jun Sack deck with Carvold. I might not have the mythics to tweak it, to build it, but I mean, I can try. We'll see. I thought I played a deck for you last week, Captain. It's once a month, but you can donate 500 bits, gift a sub, or donate $5 to get a second go if you're interested. But it's kind of like, basically what it is I play a deck of yours like for every $5, so my subs already kind of put their $5 in. So every month they do that, so once a month each sub gets one deck. Okay, cool. But, I mean, that's just so you know. You can always donate $5 or gift a sub to get back in there. We also say if you want to do that, like, double, like, so say you donate $10, you would not only get another deck entered, but you'd bump it to the top of the list, which some people like that. Hero. We got an Abzan hero list. This is scary. But yeah, it can be $5 to enter each time, and then it's another $5 to bump yourself to the top of the list if you want to. All that is optional. Like, nobody has to do that. Some people just really have a deck they want to see me play. You want some? No? Opponent's scared. They're scared. I think Blacklands Paragon's a bad card. I almost cut it from the deck completely, to be honest. I just don't think it's good. It might look good here and there, but man, this card has really let me down. However, the best thing about this card, the threat of it is better than the card. I actually use it to bluff more than I use it as, like, what it's there for. You heard the honk of the goose? Where is it? You must have just watched my YouTube video, Barricade. How you doing? Oh no, make it stop. Make it stop. This song is called Vampires, also by The Midnight. If you don't check out The Midnight, you really should. You really should. And here's a link to it. I guess our Blacklands Paragon could die, but then we draw a bunch of cards. So I suppose putting that pressure on the opponent's good. Let's curry favor first, since we might lose a creature in this attack. Yep, Card City. That is not a terrible trade for your boy. I am actually really surprised the hero traded there. Seems like a panic move by the opponent. If they wait a turn, then maybe I don't get to draw cards off that trade. Or not as many. All right. Opponent found Tulsimir. We need some creatures on the board to sacrifice to make the Cavalier of Night good. We want to use 3 mana then to Murderous Rider this probably, although our opponent's missing mana, it might make sense to kill the Druid. And then we can play Swordmaster or Foul Knight. I guess Swordmaster is what makes sense. There's another option here. We could drop the Oathsworn Knight. The opponent can't really kill it. We could hang on to this, and then we have something to sacrifice to Cavalier next turn if we want to kill something. I think that's better. I don't think the opponent can handle it. They might have Garruk. Like, if they hit land Garruk, I guess it's pretty ugly, but the Oathsworn Knight still survives that whole exchange, and Murderous Rider can take Garruk out. So it's not terrible. Captain Roy, you're gonna get yourself banned again. Yeah, there it is. And our opponent drew the land for it. Let's do the fighting. Who wants to fight? They gain a bunch of life. Yeah, for those who missed it, serious drama on Channel CGB here. We had to ban somebody within a minute of starting the stream, and then we banned someone else too. True story, true facts. So if I throw the Oathsworn Knight at the Garruk, I get drained by the Oath. That's pretty bad, but I think the opponent's more likely to block with the Wolf than if I don't. And then I'm going to Murderous Rider the Garruk anyway. So I actually do think I want the opponent to block with the Wolf, even though I take the drain. Why did you ban them? Well, we banned Captain for being annoying. And then we brought him. Then Obese Giraffe brought him back. Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember what exactly you said. I don't even remember anymore, my friend. It was too funny. It was too funny to try to recap. It was one of those you had to be there's, I think. Anyway, it's all good. And then the other one, oh yeah, change the music and why no Ashiok. That's what it was. It was change the music and why no Ashiok, so we banned him. And then the other one came in here and said, I take too long to make plays, hurry up. So I did them the kind, sweet, sweet favor of making it so they didn't have to watch me take so long anymore. I gave them back a few hours of their life every day, since they weren't enjoying it anyway. Just being a nice guy. Just being the best CGB I can be. All right, let's play this little guy and sack him to the Cav of Night. Get Tulsimir dead. And that makes our attack with the Murderous Rider good. And the opponent can chump block to save Vraska if they really want to. I don't know if they do. I doubt it. But maybe they will. But at least it forces them to give up a resource to keep a Planeswalker that probably won't live for much longer. I'm going to hold this Falmir Knight, I think. I guess this is on 1 loyalty. If they kill the Cavalier of Night somehow with Exile. Do I want a 1/1 Death Touch? Here's the thing. I've got good uses for my mana, and I've got a Castle Lochflane. I don't know when I'm actually going to use the Adventure Mode on this. I may as well play it now. Raid? Ha! True Dawn. Hey, dude. Good to have you back in Magic, man. Been loving your decks and such. Congrats on your stream, doing well. 110, bringing it up. How you doing? Welcome in from the True Dawn FM channel. One of my favorite guys to just see him dive in on decks and work them over a few weeks at a time. Tune them so I don't have to, so I have good YouTube content. But a great dude. I got to meet him in person at the Mythic Invitational at PAX East. It was really fun to get to know him. I hear he can sing better than me. So, by the way, I'm not calling that an accomplishment, just to be clear. But I am not much of a singer. Let's blow up that hero. If you ban someone, they can't watch stream. Well, I at least banned them from chat. I mean, maybe they can. I guess I can't stop them at that point. If I ban them from chat, it at least probably gives them the hint that they should go watch something else. And then if they just want to keep watching my stream anyway and wasting their time in their mind, I guess that's on them. Oh, that's 2 bans in 1 day for Captain Roy. Be careful. Be careful. Somebody may not know we're kidding. Our opponent just fighting over here. Planeswalkers, wolves, nonsense. Oath of Kaya just draining the hell out of us. Well, let's do it like this. Welcome to the Cavalier of Night party. Boom shakalaka. If they don't figure out how to, like, exile the board, they're probably in a lot of trouble here. The Flying Ravioli with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, my friend. Got some applause for you. Thanks for joining the family, supporting what I do here. Means a lot. Dude, we got in a fight. Lion Tigers got wolves, and they are fighting. Let's see what we draw off the castle. Might be something to clear away. Ah, that's pretty good. Schmork, 12 life linking. Whew, that's a big hit. But Tulsimir's hanging out. We'll see if the opponent can do something fun with Tulsimir. This goes to a 2/3, and then pumping it makes it a 5/6. Makes it really hard for a wolf to fight it to death. Oh yeah, there's plenty of gold cards for the heroes, but maybe a better wolf shell would be there. Like, is Hero Precinct 1 better or worse than Wicked Wolf? I think Wicked Wolf is just flat nuts right now. Zap. Sure. Hit them. Hit them. Smash them to bits. All right, 1 cav is going down. Yeah, there's stuff down there. There's stuff you want none of. Oh well. Guess we do what we gotta do. We'll take out the Knight of Autumn. I know that our opponent runs Sorin, but they've already blown 2 of them. If they draw another Tulsimir, then this other wolf token doesn't help. Dead? Dead. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. Math is for blockers. Those who block and those who are dead from not blocking enough. Yeah, they just didn't block, Jay. I know, sometimes I can't throw my friends under the bus either. Sometimes I have too much attachment to them. And sometimes I don't feel like thinking anymore. And sometimes I just want to slam the laptop closed and be done. He gets an F. F's in the chat for this opponent and their math grade. Do we do the value train? I kind of think I need value with this hand. I don't think that playing a 1/1 Death Touch is going to do much if we're against pretty much any Golos deck. I kind of need to draw Burn. I don't know. I'm playing Oathsworn next anyway. I guess we could always draw Icon of Ancestry. This does seem pretty soft though. I always like trying to value a card versus playing a Foulmere Knight on 2 is kind of tough for me. But it looks like we might be playing Simic Flash. You know what's good against Simic Flash? Knight of the Ebon Legion. Card is nuts. You know what's good against Knight of the Ebon Legion? Brazen Borrower. But I'll play as if they don't have it, at least for now. Please don't have it. Don't borrow me, bro. Oh, that worked out. Here's my Cutthroat. But yeah, if you just clock them really fast with Knight without having to play spells into their counters, sometimes that can just drive a Simic player to death. Wow. Sending a message. Don't want to trade that with a Foulmere Knight, I guess. I like Crying versus Flash, very effective. Wow. Pumps. Make you deal. Make you have your unsummons, make you have your borrowers. A lot of decks trim those. So what you got? Second Cutthroat. Oh mama. Oh mama. Oh baby. If I can get there. Oh, I'm coming for your soul. I'm coming for your heart and your soul. Still being aggro though, weirdo. I mean, you're at 8. So this turn we want to force a counter. We can still grow our Knight of the Ebon Legion unless the opponent blocks the Foulmere Knight with Spectral Sailor. They might also throw it under the Knight, just trying to tempo me out. If they're really greedy, they might draw a card off of it. Sure. Oathsworn? I made a video with a 4-color wolf deck. I think it went up today, Pog. You might want to check out YouTube. But yeah, I made a deck around something like that. It didn't have Ambusher in it, but I think it should have. Now, if you're talking about in the meta, if you're talking about is this a competitive deck? Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. Is it truly, truly competitive? I think it's tier like 3. I think it's average. When people say in the meta, I mean, yeah, tier 3 decks are a part of the meta and they can have some good matchups, and every now and then they can show up and do something well, but they're not going to be the decks you play every 5 minutes. You seem shocked we're still here, Captain Roy. I see a Growth Spiral, I see an Ambusher. Opponent has to block this. If I play this don't sack and then smitten, the opponent loses. No, wait, that only does 3. Alright, let's see what happens if I attack with the knight. I think the opponent ends up chumping. Well, they're not going to want to block the foul mirror either. It's got death touch. How you doing? I don't like Growth Spiral in this deck. Like, the ramping part, you're just not designed for it. You'd play probably anything else in that spot. Like, there's a million cantrips that can help you do more of what you want to do. I'm pretty against it. Have a night. Go ahead, counter it. That's what you drew. Decline. Cycle Smitten. Curry Favor. Take 3. Go to 1. End of turn. Go ahead, play your Night Pack Ambusher. See if you can find a way to survive. Seems like the knight, when you didn't have the Brazen Borrower to bounce the knight, like, feels like you just fell too far behind, and that was that. Dead Simic Flash. Oh, you know, one of my more popular videos last month was called How to Beat Simic Flash. And it's kind of funny, because usually when I give you a behind the scenes, usually when I make a deck around green creatures, like mono green or red green, those videos just don't do as well. I think that those are the videos that people are not as eager to see compared to Magic as a whole and the people, the audience on YouTube. But I made a red-green aggro deck, and I just what I called it was How to Beat Simic Flash, or Smashing Flash, or Smash the Flash, something like that. And I made the whole video about this beats Simic Flash. Most views I've ever had with a red-green deck. People hate Simic Flash so much. Does this mean the strategy against Flash is to play a 1-drop that kills the opponent on its own? It sure does. It's a good idea. You might want to try it, Jay. Especially if the deck can't punish you for pumping mana into it. Later, Captain. I guess we can't ban you again. How was your win all cards event? I did not play. I've talked about it a few times here on the channel, but I don't mind saying it again. I'm in a privileged position. I've been sponsored a bunch of times. I put a bunch of money into the game. I've made a bunch of money from content that I've been able to put into the game to keep making content for you guys. Every win I would have in the 12-win event would possibly deny the chance for somebody who really needs one of every card in their collection from winning. So I would rather the people who need to fill out their collection win. I already have like one of every card in this game. I'm literally only trying to do it. Like, that's literally me just trying to win to show off. And I don't need, you know, I probably wouldn't win. I'm not saying I would. I probably wouldn't. But I just wouldn't feel right beating people who are trying to win a copy of every card in the game when I don't need it. So I didn't play it. Barricade won 2 games. I'm sorry. We had somebody here who went 10-2, I believe. Nighthawk was 11-2. So there's that. Show me your deck. Karziri, the Aether Hub deck extension should be on your screen. You should be able to see what I'm playing. You should be able to click on it on the right. If you're on mobile, I don't know how that works. Blue and black, what's up? Are we getting milled? Or is this like mill you kill you? The opponent took the Oathsworn Knight and then banished the Oathsworn Knight. Might be a Ritual of Soot? This doesn't matter against Ritual of Soot, right? It blows this up anyway. So why take the Oathsworn Knight? I guess it's just the most power and toughness. I would have taken Midnight Reaper, probably. Yeah. I went 4-2. Jeff Hoagland entered and conceded twice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I should have done that. Honestly, yeah, I could have done that. I guess Jeff also kind of went on with my thinking on that. I didn't think of that. But yeah, I probably should have. It would have involved me signing in on a weekend where I was at a tournament, a roller derby event, but I still probably should have done that. All right, I guess I draw a card. He did it for the card sleeve. Was it a good sleeve? I didn't even look. So I don't usually pay too much attention to the cosmetics. You played Ice and Fire for 2 and 2. It's a tough deck to play, especially like in Best of 1. It's a tough deck to play. Being on the draw is so hard with that deck in Best of 1. I still love the Ice and Fire deck. Like, I've made some tweaks to it and such to make it a little better. But yeah, I still enjoy it for the games when it works, but the games where it's slow, it's just so sad. It's not as good as the Fibblethib sleeve. Well, I don't even use that one. Also, if anybody hasn't watched this video already, I'm not going to try looking it up. It would take me too long and I'd play slow. But Noxious put out a video. I believe it's called Is MTG Arena Ready for Launch or something like that. And it basically showcased all the problems with the client in the UI. And one of the reasons I just don't get into sleeves is showcased in that video. It's because the freaking menu to select sleeves is like worse than a slider. It's like a terrible interface. So anybody who hasn't watched that video on Nox's channel, I don't often recommend like videos from other creators, but I loved that video. And I really hope, I hope Wizards doesn't stop working on this game. They made a great game, but it's not a great client. Shadowverse, the other game I've been trying out, that you may have seen ads for on my channel because of a partnership I did with them and the tournament I played for them. Like, that game has a great client. A great client. A great client. It has so many awesome features. It has like hashtag sponsored, but that's not why I'm saying it. I mean, you don't have to believe me, I guess. But I freaking love everything about that game's client, and it's on mobile too. Like a lot more effort needs to be made. There's a long way to go to make this game as awesome as it could be. And if Wizards gives up on that, I'm going to be really annoyed. Like, really annoyed. And I'm kind of scared that they have. We were in the tourney the other day. I wasn't Grotlick, but congrats to Alias V, who won the Shadowverse Buddy System tournament. I had to decline an invitation. I was out of town, so I couldn't play. My roller derby team that I coached, the women's roller derby team here in Traverse City, Michigan that I coached, was busy winning the Division I freaking championship, baby! So, yeah, that happened this weekend. That's where I was, for those of you who were worried about me. Schmork. Surely they have something here, right? And never call me Shirley. I resubbed but didn't come on stream. Valdar Olantin. Thank you very much for the sub, my friend. Welcome back. I'm sorry it didn't come up on screen. Can you play this deck someday? Dante, check out my Patreon for options of how to get me to check out your decks or to have me play your deck. Also, you can sub here. My subs here get me to play a deck of their choice once a month on Tuesday. We call it Tuesday. It's a reward for my fans. But you guys, just to be clear, you can always send me a list. I don't promise to reply because I receive so many every single day, but you can always send me a list if you want to. It's not a thing. Maybe I'll see it, maybe I'll love it, maybe I'll play it. Most of the time, I'm going to give you the honest truth, everybody. This is the honest CGB content creator truth. This wasn't a problem a year ago. Now it is. Literally, like, I receive decks every day. A lot of them I've seen like 20 times. Or they look really familiar, like something I've seen 20 times. So I can't reply. I can't. There's too many messages. I'll always say thank you, and you're always welcome to send them, because I don't want to tell people not to send them, because there might, I might find something amazing one day, and I'd love that. But like, really, you guys, It's a lot. I get a lot of decks. I get a whole lot of deck picks. A whole lot of deck picks every day. Oh my lord. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, murderous freaking rider. We got you to 1. Here's the knight. Pump it up. It pains me that there's no way to make a 7/7 on turn 2. Really? Because, you know, that you would think that just sounds freaking unreasonable in general for a format like Standard. Doesn't really bother me that you can't 7/7 on turn 2. You know, you can have a 7 power on turn 3. It's not even a combo. You know, you can have a 7/6 on turn 2. It's just a 2-card combo. Nothing wrong with that. What's so bad about that? Team of Friends that Hoogland plays, that's the deck. I need to look. I've heard a few people mention it, but I haven't seen it. Hey, Fritter. How you doing? You're kind of catching the wagging tail end of the stream, but we're trying to get to 7 wins with my Black Knights deck. We lost 2 of our first 3, and then I've been talking to chat and just kind of light playing and not even talking about my games, and yet we are smashing everything in sight, so I guess I can't complain. We're just kind of smashing through these games and I'm not even paying attention. Hoogland has a YouTube video. Yeah, alright, I might check it out. Nabloxki's. So this is tricky. If our opponent has a wolf, we need to kill it in response. So we should probably just deal the damage here, even though it doesn't grow our knight, and then hold up Murderous Rider and cycling a Falmir Knight if we don't need to cast the Rider. All right, tap land. That's good. Reef. Weird. I'm trying to decide how much I care. When you see Druid into Reef, do you care? You Murderous Rider or Risen Reef? When you're trying to beat down, they kept on top. I guess I do. I guess I do. There's probably a lot of annoying stuff to come, but oh well. Hey, Oswarny. Alright, let's smash. Let's play you. And I'm done waiting to cycle Falmir. Let's just get you on the board. You can block a forest, for example, if Nissa comes down. You can do some work. Hey Zarvolt, if you're looking for the deck list, the Aether Hub extension should be showing it if it's doing a good job. Kill it. Kill it. Get it out of the way. Schmork. Schmork. And just try to go wide and get there. That's the plan now. Go wide and get there, friends. Our opponent has all the grip, all the cards. Can they pull off the W? Can they turn it around from 7 life? If I draw the Curry's Favor, Smitten Swordmaster, they're in trouble. They are in big trouble. Okay. I wish I hadn't killed the Risen Reef. They never would have had an opportunity to get more out of it the way this is gone. That's a draw. That is a draw, friends. That is a card. Don't think they're dead, but they're gonna wake up thinking about this. They're gonna feel this. They may as well block. No, I guess they trade for the Falmir Knight. I was gonna say they may as well block the Knight of Evolution, but I guess not. 1 life. F's in the chat for MTG bot. It's dead. What a loyal soldier, though. What a loyal soldier. I guess my Patreon dollars didn't keep it afloat. You can support MTG bot on Patreon if you want to. I do. what do you know? It probably takes money to keep something alive. If you want the deck list, you better check the deck hub extension on, it should be on your screen on the left-hand side of the screen. The Aether Hub deck hub extension is what you should be looking for. Come on, Curry's Favor. Come on, Curry's Favor. We can even look for it with Icon. We get like 4 looks for it. Just burn the opponent out here as they struggle to stay alive like the Bee Gees. Tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman man. No time for talk. Well, they don't have good blocks, really. I guess this can block the Order of the Midnight, and there's a chump, and there's a chump. So maybe Order shouldn't attack. I love that you use Aether Hub. Yeah, they're one of my sponsors. When are you doing Elk Tribals? Been there, kinda done that. I fall behind on the board though if I use this and don't hit the Curry's Favor, but I should just do that because they're at 3, and if they don't gain life, I win. Get it. Never punished. Easy game. Easy game. Beat the blue-green ramp deck, you guys. That's pretty hype. That's a good deck. We got 5 wins. We are still here. I thought I'd be done with this event like 3 games ago. It's keeping me on. I usually don't go after 6. So you're getting more of moi. I believe this is a streamer, right? I really enjoy beating this person. I believe they are also on Team Aether. It's like MTG Arena Meta deck. Meta game, meta, yeah. Anyway, I enjoy beating them because of their name. I really enjoy it more than I should. I shouldn't be that shallow, but I am. It's kind of like there was a Dane Cook joke from a while back that, did you ever just want to go up to somebody on the street wearing a Superman shirt and shoot them in the chest and say, haha, guess not? It's a very bad joke. Don't do that. But it's a joke. Paragon? When they start out on island, I feel like Paragon's the way to go. Get the most damage in. Yeah, shock, buddy. Growth Spiral is here. You want Once Upon a Time? You want a Growth Spiral? Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we'll cycle. And then we'll play you. I'm going to try to slow roll the icon till I have more knights out there to take advantage of it. Try to get some clock going. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, if you have another land, you don't have to sacrifice now. But, okay. Could get your draw step. Learn what you might need. Because if you have 4 lands, I don't know. Depends on the hand. Oh, look, it's Teferi. Hi, Teferi. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, look, it's Field of the Dead. Yeah. That's how it's meant to happen. Alright, Order of the Midnight. Let's get a flyer. Flyers can matter a lot in this matchup. If our opponent has Circuitous Route, they get to make some zombies. Yep, there we go. I guess they're done for the turn. Could have played this on my turn to gain life, but this already had lifelink, so it actually wouldn't have done anything. The card that ruins standard. See, we talked about cards that trigger people earlier today. We found what triggers Montana. But we have this Legion's End, so let's make a bunch of power. Let's get busy. And then when we move this out of the way, the opponent dies. If all they have left after this turn for defense is zombies, we win. So let's see. Will they ramp hard, or do they have something else to play? Something like a Hydroid Crisis. Lucky person. All right, then what we're gotta do is take that thing out. Curry favor, I guess. Hit the opponent nice and hard. Down to 10, down to 7. Make them do it again. We're just looking for a spot where when we Legion's End all the zombies, our creatures get through. No, that's fine. Opponent might be planning to wrath the board, which would be vicious. At least we have some adventure time. Yeah, give him the hand. Good strategy. Yeah, I know. This guy. What else you got? All right. Looks like we're having an adventure, guys. Hopefully the opponent doesn't actually just cast out the Realm Cloak Giant. That would be annoying. No legions to wipe and swing for lethal. Montana, watch the stream. That wasn't an option. It wasn't there, dude. You're Twitch lethaling me. I could have blocked there, but don't know what the opponent's got up their sleeve. Okay, they're going the zombie route. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Draw Smitten Swordmaster for the win. Not there. I guess we could still hit it off the icon, right? Our opponent might have a growth spiral here to rebuild the army. No hits. All right. They're going to 1. They're going to 1, chat. If we play the knight, I guess they don't. Yeah, Realm Cloak won't do it. They're going to 1. Interesting, they saved all this for a reload. I guess they were expecting a Legion's End. We just need to hit a Smitten. Yep. A Smitten will do it, so will an Order of the Midnight. Either one. As long as we have some creatures on the board. All 4 fields. What a champion. What a champion. Oh, another Legion's End might be. Yeah, another Legion's End is lethal too. Unless they play both Grazers and the Realm Cloaked. What a champ. Alright, we got a lot of looks at lethal. Let's just draw it, okay? Let's just rip it off the top. I have a tough choice. Giant it is. And, oh yeah, just play it all. Why not? Why not? Why not? Chat. All 4 fields. million zombies. Can we get them? It's a land. Yep, that won't do it. Missed the lethal. Alright guys, that's the way it goes. We did rip the lethal earlier today, not this time. Too bad. Anyway, I hope that particular streamer, even though they're also Team Aether member, gets run over for the rest of their life with bad RNG for being scummy. They're not actually scummy, I'm just talking trash. Good night, my friends. I need to rest. I had a really long weekend. See you later. Bye.